Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug. Long goes 1975.
This is Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenges, on the SEGA Saturn. Originally arcade game released in 1997. I think we're all familiar with it. I think we're all familiar with Street Fighter, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, now I played this on the Mega Drive. It's one of my favourite games. I've also played it on the SNES. I love this version. It's probably my favourite version. Well, character-wise, my favourite version, because it doesn't have rage bars, but it was the first Street Fighter in a while to introduce new characters, you know, because we had the bosses, but now we get what is it? T-Hawk. I was going to say T-Bird. Might be T-Bird. T-Hawk, Cammy, DJ, and Fei Long. Everyone's Fei Long, basically Bruce Lee. So there you go. Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenges. Now, this is part of the Street Fighter collection on the SEGA Saturn, but I'll go more into, you know, what the collection contains in another video. So I'm going to do a gameplay of each of the Street Fighter games on it. But this is actually ported off the Capcom CPS board. Was it CPS2? I don't know. So basically this should be an arcade perfect port. I mean, we heard that thrown around a lot. I mean, how people thought the original Street Fighter on the SNES, or in my case, it cost £75 imported. Super Famicom was original, but you know, it wasn't. So this should be, you know, arcade perfect. Be interesting to see how it fares, although this isn't the turbo version, which I have also, but let's get into it. Be interesting to see how it fares compared to the 3DO, because the 3DO is actually my favourite version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Right, yeah, loading times because it's the Saturn. This is also on the PlayStation. I'm assuming because of the Saturn's grunt for, you know, 2D games and it's extra memory, that this is going to be the better version. But you know, don't quote me on that. I'm going to go with easy because I've got to talk at the same time. So don't quote me on that, crucify me. This isn't console wars. I mean, I love the PlayStation, but the reason I went for it on this is, well, it's Japanese version and it's cheapest chips to buy the Japanese version compared to the UK or the US version. But it is running on a 50 Hz machine, so that it does affect some of the screen image cropping, and it probably will affect the speed of the game and the music. I don't know. I'm cheap. I've just got an Action Replay cartridge, which I would definitely recommend. Preferably one that's flashed. I said flashed. Right. So you got. If you look at the character pictures, you got, you know, the new shiny artwork. Right. So let's go with Ryu and Ken. Call me boring. I love the fact that Ken clearly dyes his hair because his eyebrows don't match, you know, custom colours and all that shit. And his eyebrows go over his hair. Let's go with Ryu. Ryu. Tomato. It's a personal call, isn't it? Now, if this is arcade perfect, isn't the image supposed to... Oh, yeah, I thought it would pop on that screen, but it pops on this screen. Boring random fact, this isn't a true representation of the loading times, because I'll probably be editing them. Go on then, Blondie. It's supposed to be hard. Why are you dyeing your hair? Now, this isn't an official pack, in case you're wondering why I'm struggling. I haven't played Street Fighter in ages. Looks amazing. Oh, my throat popped, it looks that good. Looks amazing. But yeah, this isn't an official SEGA Saturn pad. There you can see the screen cropping issues, which is you can't see all of my win sign on the right. But yeah, it's... Why do they make game pads with raised D-pads? I don't understand. It's like, why would you do that? It makes doing, well, that really, really difficult. Possibly I didn't need to drop it this slow on difficulty, but I'm really, I mean, it's cropped. I'm assuming because I'm playing an NTSC version on a PAL machine, so it's cropped. But maybe it isn't. That's just the way it looks. I doubt it. Yeah, because, yeah, you decide for yourself. Honestly, I can read it, I just choose not to. Right, so Chumley. Oh, look, oh, I forgot to look at the map. Isn't the map reversed? Urban Legends. Now, this is an arcade port, not on this stage. Haha, he's choking his chicken. How did they not realise that kids would make that joke? Yeah, if this is an arcade port, then does that mean, presumably, that, and I'm not saying this to be crude or anything, that Wanking Man on the appropriate stages is still in it? You know what I'm talking about. Why can't I do Dragon Punches? Or do a Dragon Punch? Cheeky cow. Her speed, though, is awesome balls. Something she wouldn't know anything about. See what I did there? That is probably my favourite background. Look at it. Now, off the cuff, I'd have to do a comparison video, which I'm quite tempted to do. Not with this version, with the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo X version. Against the 3DO. Because I know that apparently suffered with some background details. Or, you know, they were removed, such as, I don't know, Parallax. But I would really like to see how it compares, because I always thought that was pretty much bang on arcade perfect. But this just looks stunning. Plus the Saturn was an absolute bloody powerhouse, wasn't it? Yeah. 2D. And the music went funky. I was over that. Honestly, this pad is horrible. Excuses, excuses. Blaming his tools. Why is the Dragon Punch delayed? Am I missing something here? Oh, you bitch. You licorice thigh bitch. Chop chop! That must be the world's strongest, toughest chicken. I mean, seriously. Little Coca-Cola logo over there in the corner. Don't cry. Oh, you ruined her fucking turkey leg things on her hair. Oh, Zangief. Just rip the hair off his chest like, you know, Bruce Lee to Chuck Norris. See, his name's cropped funkily as well. Oh, this stage is great. Because look. It's a warehouse, right? And I've said this before when I play, I think I said it when I played Snares-tastic in my video, when we played this head-to-heads. Which is, it's a freaking warehouse, and he's got one fire extinguisher. What do you do if there's a fire on the other side? I mean, look at all those people crowded in there. And who's the bloke who looks like Captain Birdseye? This is a death pit. Where's the wind coming from? We're inside. My mate, when we had this on the Mega Drive, could do his 360 thing. It just used to kill my thumb. Have a slow fire book. That's right. That's called baiting, my friend. That's not physically possible. Hey, I forgot I had that. Smell that burning chest hair. Yeah, there's a complete lack of combos and shit. I can't remember them. Ow! I mean, I know it's a dirty street fight, but seriously, biting me on the head? That's just not cricket. Yeah. Okay. So normal is probably quite easy now, even for the, you know, excuses, the I'm learning to talk a minute. The purpose of being able to talk, because seriously, people think talking, you know, coherently and doing gameplays at the same time is easy. It is not, my friends. What I do to his eye, I rip off his eyelid. Rip the other eye out entirely. Aha! Kicking the crap out of the Lexus. Which is possibly the best thing you could have done to Lexuses or Lexi of this time period. You can do, I always wanted to do your hurricane kick against it, which you couldn't, could you? For some reason. What did the poor car do to you? I mean, you know it's a cruel twist of fate, because obviously it's a illegal street fight, like competition. You win a car! And then they give you the car after you kick the shit out of it, just to be bastards. Why isn't the C moving? Picky me, picky me. Ah, Honda. He's every old person's favourite fighter. See what I did there? Because he's Honda. Oh, tough crowd. Ah, the trippy stage, because if you win, you're going to do it straight away, aren't you? If you win, the wall comes alive. Because that wouldn't scare you in real life, would it? Ow. Sexy! Don't do your fucking cheap move. That's just cheap. Much like a Honda. See what I did there? I don't block that. I can see straight up your man skirts. That big band at the back looks painful. Yeah. So, is that like, what is that? Is that like a massive, see there you go, we're all hallucinating. I hope the dude doesn't come out the wall. So I have to say, I'm really impressed with this graphically. I mean, I should do, or should be, I should say. Ow, that's just gross, because it's arcade perfect. I mean, is it? I mean, I don't know, you know better than me, I'm just going on what it said on the manual. Even though it was in Japanese. So, yeah. Ooh. But, obviously, I'm not doing it fair justice because I'm playing it on a PAL system with an action replay card that's not firm flat. I should do that. I should get on that. That's entirely my fault. So, presumably, it would be full screen. I mean, if you've got a Japanese, I was going to say Mega Drive, Japanese Saturn, and, or you've just done something with your firmware on your card, please tell me. I do love these little, you know, art snippets, but comedy is the word. Oh, Bruce Lee! How they didn't get sued by the Bruce Lee estate, I don't know. I mean, I know other fighters bear resemblance, but look at him. Now, for the record, anyone who knows me knows I'm a massive Bruce Lee fan. So he is one cool-looking fighter. If you're a Bruce Lee fan, his moves are, you know, very Bruce Lee-ish. Especially his, he's kicking my ass. Especially that. But what's great about him, if you play with him, hey, that sounded terrible, as opposed to against him, is his moves are superly defensive based. See, come on, Bruce Lee. As in, you know, reverse fireballs, reverse, you know, punch kick thingies. I can't think because I don't want to get my head kicked in by Bruce Lee. So yeah, it means you can do it on the backtrack. Apart from his fisting, obviously that is. Oh, well, that's it. That is obviously a aggressive, attacking, non-defensive move. But you know what I mean. If you played it, I love his noise there. Right. Here you go. Stop just going with hard kicks. Ooh. Yep. You can laugh at my skills all you want. It's just a demonstration. And I just want to say, this looks epic, and this plays epic. So I will do another video with the next in the collection, which is obviously Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo X. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.